right, neighbors. It's 5:30 in the evening because I don't do 5 a.m. And I'm going on my first workout right now. Usually have it done way before now. We have been pet sitting for a friend, and so we kind of go over there in the mornings. Yes, I could get up earlier. I don't like early. Just don't do early well, and then the whole day then just drags for me if I try and get up too early. Tomorrow is going to be fun as well because I leave at usually somewhere between 6 and 6:30 because I have a 2-hour drive to get to work on Wednesdays, and so I'm going to leave early, get home at about 8, and then just like last week, I'll do my workout real quick. Yikes. I'll do my workout real quick, and then I will probably do my reading and then do my other workout. And I'll last week I was about an hour and a half in between the two workouts. I don't think that's too bad. I would love nothing more right now than to continue to work, because that's what I do. I work. Taking time, taking time doing like things that I really need to get done. Secret between us ladies, I don't have my taxes done for this year. Yes, I filed an extension. The IRS is not coming to my door. Well, not today, but gotta get them done. They're not gonna do themselves. And yet, I'm choosing to go for a walk. And it was a big debate with me today. I was like, okay, I can just stop this crap and not finish, because in the grand scheme of life, it's a little challenging, not challenge. But I said I was going to do it. That's part of this mental restart. 75 hard is doing what you say you're going to do. So I'm trying really, really hard to shut the voices off in my head that say, but you could go weed eat, and you could go weed the garden, and you can go pick oregano, and the lemon balm needs to come in, and we have mint that needs to be dehydrated, and supper hasn't been started yet, and we have been, by the time the boys get home, which 5:30, I thought maybe I heard him. It's 5:30, they're not home yet, and then they have to do their second workout. My humans did not get the reading bug that I have, and so they read quite slowly, which again, at least this is forcing them to read. And so it takes them a lot longer to get their reading done than it does myself, because I read. If I could make, I should think about that. If I could make a living just reading books. Oh, that's interesting. I've often thought I would like to be a book narrator so that I could do audiobooks. I think that would be fun. But I just need to kind of get out of my head and try and get, I will do this 45 minutes, go in the house, and we're having tacos tonight for supper, so I'll get the meat started. But we've been eating way too late, and we don't usually eat late. Typically when I just work from home, when I used to work from home, we had supper about 5:30 or 6 when everybody would come home, and they would kind of chill for a few minutes. We'd have supper ready, and then we'd eat, and then we could do other things, go back outside, do the things. But right now it's taking a little bit longer because they're going to do their, come home and chill for a minute. They're going to do another 45-minute workout, and then reading. My husband was reading last night until 10:30, just trying to get it all done. And we're still trying to research how to build a house. Not that we don't know how to physically build the house, but which way is better, what house is better, how we can get this going. And if anybody has any ideas, that would be super helpful. We're kind of in a limbo, which I feel like our life always is in some kind of limbo. But the limbo is, do we we have to sell our current land in order to build at our next place. And yet we can't go to our next place until things like water, septic, electricity. I don't want electricity. And so we can't go over there until those are there. Can't afford those things right now. And we cannot quite sell our place yet because it's a mess. Only part of the house burnt. I'm gonna say only part of the house burnt down. It's all horrible inside. The fire went up through the garage, up into the attic, and then basically went straight across the entire house. So it burnt all of up above the ceiling. Most of the rooms, well, at least 3/4 of the house, the rooms in the house are gone. We do have one bedroom in the back that we've kind of stored some stuff in, but it's also not temperature controlled or anything like that. So I have no idea how much, mosquito bite. I'm not sure how much any of that's going to be worth by the time we're done. It may all be toast. I have no idea. So before we can sell this place, not only do my humans that have projects, and we have go-karts, mini bikes, lawnmowers, and like 17 cars in the driveway. Because they buy them cheap and they fix them up and then they resell them. And right now the economy sucks for reselling stuff because everybody is so overpaying for everything that then in turn they kind of want to pay even less for things. So working on that. You can't sell everything overnight. And then we're gonna have to figure out how to come up with the money to tear down the rest of the house, because I don't think anybody's gonna want to buy it with half of a burnt down house. And if they did, that would probably drive the price of it down. So got to do that and kind of move over there all at the same time. So if I could just win the lottery, that would be great. I'm not really banking on that though, since I don't play the lottery. Take those dollars, stick them in my jar, save it up. We're trying our hardest to save. I think it's going to be somewhere around 30, 35,000 to get over there. I cannot dig a well myself because the wells around here, I think they say run about 600 feet deep. I mean, I can dig a lot. I can't do that. And then the other thing that we're trying to think of, and our septic is going to cost about 10 grand. We've talked about doing an alternative system, but the great state of Tennessee won't let us unless we do not have running water in the house. And that's the way I interpret the rules. They may slightly be different, but I don't think so. That's the way I read it. So we're going to see if maybe we could either rent a little backhoe or something and at least dig it ourselves, and maybe that would bring the cost down from 10,000. And then just have the septic company come in and set the tank, because you cannot install your own septic system. You have to have a licensed, permitted company, blah, blah, blah. I find that ridiculous. I find a lot ridiculous. Those are the things we're working on. We also, praise Jesus, our ground is like really, really flat at our next place. So building a driveway and stuff is going to be pretty easy. We might just see if we can't get a skid steer and kind of scrape off the top layer a little bit, lay down some fabric. We can do that stuff ourselves. We have some friends who haul rock, and so we're just going to see how much they would charge us to haul some rock in there to be able to rock the driveway. But the driveway is very long. I'm going to say probably 1/4 mile in. I shouldn't measure that into where our house is going to be. And it's the place that we're going to live in is about 7 acres of openness. I mean, we have woods all around us, but the open portion of it is, I think, about 7 acres. And so getting that, everything where it's supposed to be is also, and then we have to get it mowed because we don't have a mower that's big enough. I walk through a cobweb. We don't have a mower that's big enough to do that very nicely. And so we have the friends that sold it to us. I think that they will probably bush hog it for us because we also don't own a tractor. So we'll see if they can get it done so that maybe we could start doing a few things. I don't know how it's gonna work. Nobody does. Thank goodness I'm not in control of this shit show, but we'll see, and keep plugging away, keep trying to make the dollars so that we can get over there and build the things, buy the things. Was there an actual spider?
Yeah.
Awesome. Hate spiders. So that's what we do. We just keep on. And somebody on one of the 75 hard groups today asked, they're like, well, what do I do? I messed up today because I went out with some friends because I really wanted to get out of the house, and then I had some alcohol. He's like, how do you not have alcohol? And there was a whole bunch of us. Thankfully, it's not just me, because a lot of times I feel like it's just me. Or like, you say no. You tell them you're not going to. And if they keep on and on and on about how you got to have it, if they do the high school peer pressure thing, then you leave. Because if you're trying to better yourself and you're trying to make this transition and they're basically sabotaging you, now you got to have some alcohol. Well, it's kind of against my rules. Then they're bringing you down. Those are the crabs that are bringing you down as you're trying to climb out of the pot. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just say no. That's being a product of the 80s. Just say no.